Hey, this is Todd. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about planning your day. So one of the questions that's asked to me is like, how do you get everything done in a day if you're not putting in 8 hours, which I don't. So one of the things that is very important to me is to have a good contact management system. I use Top Producer. It's designed for realtors, and I'm going to show you a couple of screenshots here about what Top Producer does for me. So what I've got today is I've got a list of all of the things that that I'm going to take care of today. I've got 30 telephone calls to make. I've got some appointments on my list. I've got some to-dos. I've got some emails. So if you just take a look here, I've got a handful of people that I want to touch base with. Some of them, they're my mortgage reviews. I'll talk to you more about what those are in a minute. I've got some return phone calls to make. I've got people who are looking at purchasing within the next 90 days, and just touching base. Thank yous for the closings I've had last month, which I had mentioned to you in a previous video, and some marketing pieces to realtors and so forth. So all of these are set up in action plans. I can't imagine walking into the office on any given day and just thinking, well, I wonder what I'm going to do today. It's all structured and set up for me. Fact of the matter is I'm not a real organized guy, so I set this all up so I can be organized, so I can come in and be maximum efficient. So I've realized on starting this new position with a new company that I actually take quite a bit of time off. And because I don't work a full 8-hour day very often, and because I take, because I only work 3 or so weeks in a month, I need to be very efficient with the time that I've got. And so how I do this is utilizing a system like that to where literally my assistant in the office in this contact management system tell me what I need to accomplish and keep me on task and keep me efficient during the course of the day. So what I would strongly encourage you to do is to look at one of these systems and to incorporate it, to embrace it, and just become disciplined in keeping track of how you can structure your day on a day in, day out basis, making the calls you need to make, being on the telephone, and coordinating via, don't sit there on your email system hitting send and receive waiting for something to happen. Have a structure and have a system of people to call and be efficient with your day. When I first started in the business, worth noting, I didn't have realtors to call to give updates on their transaction and process. I didn't have mortgage reviews to do. I hadn't done any mortgages before. I didn't have people who are going to be going under. I didn't have all of the things that I have today. So I literally just went to my database and started calling people in the A column. I said, all right, anybody whose last name starts with A, I would call and just touch base with them and make sure they knew what I was doing and that I was in the industry, and see if there was anybody they knew that they could introduce me to that I may be able to help. And that's how it started. I figured I got to call somebody, I got to do something in order to get some business. Another element here, and I'll circle this on the screen now that I'm looking at it, is I have got a Leases Up November call that I need to make right now. So here's something to consider. You talk to a person, they renew their lease. All right, they're out for another year. What do you do with them? Well, what I do is I say, all right, when is your lease up? Oh, it's in November of 2000, whatever it is. And I schedule a call for 3 months prior to that lease coming due to touch base with them and simply call them up, say, hey, I know your lease is coming up in 90 days. As I promised, I'd touch base with you and talk to you a little bit about what your options are to determine if renewing a lease is the best option for you or if now is a good time to buy. So they've already told us this. Just because it's a year away, 2 years away, whatever it might be, it goes into the system so I know to make that call in 9 months or a year and a half or whatever it is, because I still want to be able to help them. So that's the power of having a database management tool or a contact management system. And you end up with a handful of these calls every month if you are listening to people and becoming aware of what it is that what their needs are, and knowing that you're going to be doing this long term and that this isn't I got to make a commission to pay my mortgage next month. It's I'm here to invest long term in my database, and that will return to you. So check out the website, check out the Facebook page, ask me any questions you want. Once again, and have a great day.